Hey friends! You know I love Dingo Pictures. Well, I just found a Dingo Pictures movie that I had no idea existed. It's Dalmatians 3. What could it be? Is it where Disney left off? Or is it a third edition to some Dingo trilogy? And I am literally setting the bar low enough that it could be any trilogy. No, I'm going to go ahead and say it was a misprint and that the real title should be The Dalmatians 3 because this is a thrilling Dingo Pictures original about three Dalmatians escaping the pound. But wait, it's not three Dalmatians, it's two Dalmatians and then Ripoff Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Brief plug, if you don't know who Dingo Pictures is. They are a German animation company that specializes in making these quite poorly animated rip-offs of Disney and other famous animations. And the covers are quite enticing, as you can see. This cover begs the question, who is this Cruella de Vil, and what role will she play in Dalmatians 3? And you know the answer. None role. And actually, as we begin, one of the things that we can see it has in common with actual 101 Dalmatians, or actually one of the only things it has in common with that movie, is that it's the story of animals whose owners also have their own thing going on. But instead of it being this nice parallel love story, I mean, it could be, but it would be a cougar story.
So this sort of thing went on every day between the four of them. Charlie just refused to be a normal tomcat that's afraid of dogs. He belonged to Pino's, Sasha's, and Lucy's owner's neighbor. The neighbor and the old lady who owned them got on very well.
So yes, we start with these neighborly animals. One neighbor has the Dalmatians 3, as I will refer to them, and the other neighbor has Charlie from Nice Cats. I think maybe this is actually the threequel to Nice Cats, in which Nice Cats 2 is Charlie breaking up with Lucy and Lorraine after restraintfully saying that he will see about their relationships.
Do you really want to stay with us? Lionel asked enthusiastically. Well, I would like to get to know your family for a few days and then we'll see, said Charlie with restraint.
So then that makes the threequel this one, where now he belongs to a cougar in the German countryside. God, I love the Dingo Pictures cinematic universe. So the dogs in the other family are Sasha, Pino, and then Lucy. Yeah, that's right, another Lucy. Yes, that is the name of the cat in Nice Cats. It's like Dingo Pictures sat around one day and they were like, you know what would be a really cute name for a little animal character? Lucy. Oh yeah. Wait, now what are we gonna name the dog character? Lucy again. Well, no one gives a damn. And yes, I do say damn because this is Dingo. And Dingo's not Dingo without strangely inappropriate language for a kids movie.
One of these days, I'll beat him up so bad that he doesn't know who he is.
Oh yeah, I'll help you.
I'm actually going to be keeping a little bit of a counter on how many dams and hells are said in this movie, so watch along with me. The first couple come right at the beginning, while the dogs and the cat are playing pranks on each other.
And you don't have it.
Damn.
Bye, Charlie. Damn, how could they have got so much money?
So the first part of this movie is just the dogs and the cats battling over pepper spraying each other, mouse trapping each other, and generally showing off their walking animations. But then Charlie teases the dogs with a gingerbread heart that he got from the center of town. And the dogs really want one because it's their owner's birthday and it's conveniently little Lucy's birthday too.
You're just jealous.
Where did you get it from?
From my master. There's a stand on the market where you can buy gingerbread hearts, and he bought me one. At the market? Our old lady has a birthday coming up. A heart like this would be great as a present for her.
I also have a birthday coming up. Me too.
But they don't have any money. And this was Charlie's original plan, was just to kind of tease them by saying they don't have money. But instead of letting that work, they devise a plan to swap their balls and bows, etc., for this gift. So I'm like, oh, this is cute. The dogs are going to think that they run up to the thing and they're like, here, I'll give you my bow for a gingerbread heart. But the humans will just think, these strange dogs are running around and they won't know what to do. Like, that's a funny kids movie misunderstanding. But no.
Stop! Stop! Give that back immediately!
Huh?
Thieves! Stop the thieves!
Is there something not in order?
These dogs here wanted to steal my gingerbread hearts.
But that's not true. We didn't want to steal them, just to look at them before we buy them. Why? Do you have any money?
No, not directly. We wanted to do a swap.
Swap? You can't come up with anything better than that.
There's no more to be said.
So the police can hear and communicate with these talking dogs, but the real issue is that they have the audacity to swap rather than buy. So alas, Lucy and Lionel, Pinot Grigio and Sasha get captured by the Popo, and they get taken away to the pound. But Lucy runs away. Now, I know I joke about the Dingo Pictures cinematic universe, but I think it's really a thing. Like, I almost did this review on the Pearl of Dingo Pictures dinosaur adventure, but that one is just, God, such a weird mix of bad and fascinating. I gotta take my time with it. But one thing you should know about Dinosaur Adventure is that there is a slutty duck narrator who is completely unnecessary to the plot, if that gives you any indication of what kind of movie it is. Now, this slutty duck narrator has this little creepy suitor of a crow who just flits by and kind of watches her tell the Dinosaur Adventure story. And that crow is this crow.
Oh, dear. This didn't look good at all.
This crow's involvement in Dalmatians 3 is also somewhat unnecessary, but he does actually get involved. And once he gets involved, he stays consistent. Lucy goes back to Charlie to whine to him about her brother and sister getting captured. And either because this is an attempt at a character arc, or because they just needed a character to do this, Charlie agrees to help her find them.
You really have no idea where the police took them?
But note that his voice is still evil sounding. I guess that's good. They're really playing in that sort of, what is a hero, what is a villain? Probably doesn't hurt that Charlie's got an attraction to the Lucys out there. She asks where captured dogs go, and Charlie acts like he doesn't know, but we know he knows.
Do you have any idea what will happen to us? Tomcat grinned. You are right. A mangy cat like me won't be sold to a nice family. No, I have to go into a laboratory for animal experiments.
So they look it up on a laptop. Like it's this quaint little cottage, and then they're just outside typing on the laptop. Like, I guess this is modern day, but this is just as confusing as Acapulco from Nice Cats. Also, I cannot keep good enough track of these characters to understand. I think there's supposed to be a plot line where one of the dogs can read and the others can't.
Pino, can you read what's on that one up front?
I love you.
And what does that mean?
Just that. I love you.
And so I don't know if this whole typing thing is breaking that setup that they had for themselves, but I mean, you'd have to go real deep to figure that out, and I'd already watched this like 3 times. The other dogs are at the dog pound, but it was the police that captured them, so it's unclear if they went to the dog pound because they were stray dogs or because they broke the law and attempted theft. But at the dog pound, they meet a whole bunch of crazy characters.
We're the Backstreet Gang. I'm the boss. Freddy, hello, buddy.
Hello, I'm Tramp the Stray. My pleasure, Bloom, bookkeeper.
And I'm Butch. That means butcher.
And these other dogs recognize them, kind of. But it turns out it's because they remember their parents, Grummel and Tiffleton.
That can't be Krummel and Tüpfelchen's kids.
I gotta say, aside from Lucy being used all the time, the names in this movie are really something. Because now we went from pretty normal pet names to like super old German names, I'm guessing. And then we have these two evil dogs, and their names are Castor and Pollux. Now, I realize that that is from Greek mythology, but what I didn't realize is that that's also the name of a dog food brand. So which came first? If any dog food brand watched a Dingo Pictures movie and named themselves after this, like, I would buy that dog food brand. It's the #1 post-ironic dog food brand. And the other thing is, for Dingo, the voice acting in this is not bad. I know that's a low bar, but like, one of the pound dogs has a Cockney accent. The other one, my fave, Butch, just has this.
Crummel, I think I can remember that.
Actually, it's really bad, but it's funny. But actually, those two dogs that run the place, yeah, not so great.
What's going on? Silence!
But it's okay, because the Backstreet Gang is going to help them just like they helped their parents. Get ready, because we're transitioning to a flashback the best way Dingo knows how.
I was also there. I had,
Yes, that's the way it was.
This story starts with ye old Dalmatians 2 doing Soviet prison labor.
Lick and stick. Lick and stick. Lick and stick.
Those are Tiffleton's less creatively named brothers, Toby and Timmy. And they've been captured by the evil Castor and Pollux. How? We don't know. But our lovely parents are going to fight to get them back. This flashback's going on, and it's really making me think, where did Dingo Pictures even get this plot? I reread the plots of 101 Dalmatians, Lady and the Tramp. I even looked up, like, German fairy tales about dogs. And I think this one's just straight up an original. So little Lucy Sr. is trying to save her brothers, but they need to take a break and sleep.
We're not getting any further like this. I suggest we sleep on it and talk about it in the morning.
I feel like there are many breaks to sleep where they say, let's go to sleep and then do this in the morning. This happens in a lot of Dingo Pictures movie. It happens beforehand in this movie and afterward. Spoiler alert to 15 minutes later into this movie, but I think that if I didn't say that, you'd think it was the same scene.
We can't look for the entrance now. There are still too many people here. They would notice.
You're right. We'll wait until dark. We can hide in those shrubs until it... no one will find us there.
And these sleep breaks seem like a weird thing that, like, kids kind of do when they're playing games to make it seem, like, realistic, or like when they're trying to think of the next step. It's like we're watching the writing process in action here. And I guess the mom agrees with me.
That's all they can think about. Slapping and talking. Cowards. But I'll come up with something.
So this is where Bird Narrator gets involved, because he learns the code to the door of the factory. And then here's the thing that also happens a lot in these movies. There are these jokes that I don't know if it's just a really bad translation or if they actually don't make any sense.
2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9. And that's supposed to be a secret code. It's just a simple mathematics. That's all it is.
Like, why is that funny? Like, is it a simple mathematical equation? Anyway, Crow Ex Machina saves Toby and Timmy, and then we return to the present. So I was thinking, okay, now here's where they're going to explain how Castor and Pollux got to be the guards of this prison. But they don't.
And now Castor and Pollux have become gods. No one can figure out how they managed that.
All we know is that the crow somehow influenced it because he really wants to let us know he became consistent.
Once I decided to get involved, I was consistent.
So now that we've gotten all this setup out of the way, the whole rest of this movie is just Lucy and Charlie getting the others out through various note exchanges, tunnel digging, the whole shebang. And it starts with a very creepy joke about their mother.
So that you two pretties feel more comfortable here with us, start by cleaning up your pigsty.
Afterwards, it better look like it was licked clean. Your mother was very good at that.
We also continue this writing subplot via Lucy writing them notes, making comments about the handwriting, who can read it, who can't. I'm literally checked out. Another thing that is just so strange about Dingo Pictures is I get that they're dubbing, but the dubs are just so bad. Like, they take these long pauses where the character is saying a line and then just ends, yes, that's what it is, yes, like dragging out the screen time. Not only that, but sometimes they do it in a point where, like, if they hadn't done that, the line would have fit.
Well, at least our chances are better now. We have to get a message to your friends.
How? Watch out. Oh, damn. What's this screaming at?
They figure out their plan through Dingo Pictures' Balto ripoff, and this has got to be the only movie where having an owner who used to work in government housing and now is retired, that's the climax. That's the action that drives them to succeed.
Yes, my owner worked for the city in the building department, and he said that his building used to be a bunker, an old bunker with secret passages.
Secret passages? Are you sure?
That's all very well, but how do we find these secret passages? When my owner went on the pension, he took the plans with him. They're in an old box in the attic.
Now, as they're in this escape process, which basically involves a simultaneously dug tunnel from, like, Balto's house to the pound, there is this weird music, and, like, normally Dingo is really known for the kind of, like, 80s background music playing in the background, like very obvious stock music, but now they're really putting in the mysterious drums and also this pseudo rock beat.
Damn. You did that pretty well, Lucy. That policeman, he will be as mad as hell. Oh, boy, that was close.
It's good stuff. They try to do a jump scare later in the tunnel, but the creepiest part is calling out
really
for the
spooky in
others.
Rick, Pino, Sasha.
Did you hear something?
Rick, Pino, Sasha.
So they meet in the tunnel, and then the movie ends very abruptly. I guess there's sort of a little bit of a just desserts with them all running through the town, but this time only Castor and Pollux get caught as the bad dogs. So they get sent to the pound, and our heroes get to have a little happily ever after, taking home some gingerbread hearts, which was their ultimate goal, and actually very poignant tying up of loose ends on Dingo's part. I will, hats off. But then this is the last line.
What does mine say?
I love you.
And mine?
The contents of a liver sausage will always be a mystery.
Huh?
Again with the reading thing, again with this bulldog. Ugh, just great. Now, I was even thinking, as this wraps up, that I don't even think I can give a conclusion on it because it seems so intertwined with the rest of this Dingo Pictures universe. Like, I knew that they used similar animations. Like, I get that if there's a crow character in one movie and there's a crow character in another movie, that they would use the same animation because they're lazy. They're trying to get a lot of rip-off films out there. I get it. But what's weird to me is there's no need to put crow narrators in every movie, but they do. I mean, and this specific crow narrator happens to be very good. But they do that. They put Charlie in every movie where it literally, like, his name didn't have to be Charlie. And this song at the end, I will give a shout out to Phelous. This is the theme song of Wabuu, one of his faves, but this is a Dingo Pictures real original character. They took Miko the raccoon from Pocahontas and they just went with it. So this is Waboo's theme song, which makes me think that The Dalmatians 3 is really just a prequel for the Wabuu series. There's a timeline here. There's a Quentin Tarantino-esque universe going on. I can't even give my review of just one of the mere fragments within this. There's more to be discovered. But in terms of being a movie, I mean, when you compare at least an attempt at voice acting by the Backstreet Gang and the Little Crow and everything, I mean, you compare that to the mom reading her kids a story that was Nice Cats. Obviously, this is a step up. I mean, if I had to rank them, I think this is a better film. And I guess there are just 5 dams and hells, but keep in mind that is for a 45-minute children's movie. So it's a fair amount. Thanks again for joining me on another Dingo adventure. Please like this. Please subscribe if you want to hear more without me bothering you on Facebook, let's be honest. So yeah, let me know what you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to hear more of. And thanks again. See you later, nice cats.